Yep. So again, begin in a comfortable seat or position that feels good for your body. Feel free to make any adjustments. If you need to opt out of anything that I do today and just do your own thing, you're welcome to do that as well. Let's bring the block just between the knees and come into a comfortable seat. Rest your hands either palms down for grounding or palms up for receiving, or even just folded in your lap. Whatever feels good for you. And take a moment to lengthen the spine. Take a moment to give thanks for this opportunity to practice together. Coming into a tall seat where the spine is long, the shoulders are relaxed. And you might gently close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Bringing our focus and awareness inwards, towards the breath. As we notice the cool air coming in the nostrils, noticing sensation in the body. Following the cool air past the nostrils into the chest and the lungs. Perhaps into the belly as the belly expands. With each out breath, just allowing the body to soften, the belly, the ribs, your shoulders. And finding a comfortable rhythm for your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, softening all the muscles of the face by parting the lips gently. A little space between the upper and lower teeth. Relaxing the tongue. And then you might bring your right hand to the heart and then your left hand over the right. And breathe into the heart. Feel the expansion of the heart, the rise and fall of your chest. What is your heart's desire for this practice, for this day? And taking a moment to set your intention. Whatever your heart desires. And knowing that you are worthy of whatever it is your heart is longing for. And as you're ready, you might release the hands back to the legs. Continue to follow your breath. And as you're ready, we can start to blink the eyes open. Creating awareness around you. Again, noticing the space around you, colors, the temperature. And then we might pick up our block. We might widen our feet a little bit. You can frame the block at the heart. Sitting tall. Let's inhale, press forward. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, draw it in. Welcome, Lori, online. A small group today, so welcome. Let's take this movement upwards now, reaching up, drawing it back in. Grow taller on the inhales. And you might follow your block with your eye gaze if that's comfortable for the head and neck. Otherwise, you can keep your eye gaze at the horizon. Let's add a little change. This time reach up, take the block in your right hand, circle around, follow the block back to the heart. Other side, inhale, grow tall, left hand, and drawing it in. One more time each way. Warming up the body, creating some movement. Good, and release. Good, let's bring that block back between the knees. Hands resting on the legs, and again, just assure that you have a bit of space between your hips and the back of the seat. We're going to do cat and cow. So let's inhale, fill up the belly, arch the low back as you gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, draw the belly in as you gaze down, cat. And then forward into cow, arching the spine. Exhale, draw it in, flexing the spine. So again, if this feels comfortable, keep going. Otherwise, you can keep the spine just tall and focus on your breath. Sometimes flexion doesn't feel good on your spine, and if that's the case, please just modify as we continue. Last one each way. And return tall. You might slide back on your chair this time. Hands can be on the thighs or hanging onto the chair. And we're going to press the legs away and bend the knees. Pressing away, shoulders over hips, nice and tall through the torso. Good. Warming up the leg muscles, the knee joint. That's it, looking good. And then holding the legs out, let's point your toes and flex the feet. And point your toes and flex the feet. One more time. And this time you might circle the feet in one direction if that feels okay. And explore circling the other way. Good. Shake out your feet. And still sitting nice and tall. Let's bring our left arm across the body. And then left arm up to the sky. Coming into a little stretch. And release. We'll slowly come over to the other side, keeping that shoulder down away from the ear. Right arm up, bending the elbow. And release. Rolling the shoulders. Good. And then from here, let's remove that block. We might scoot forward on the chair a little bit so that you just feel comfortable that you're seated tall. And let's hug that right knee in. We might add a couple more circles. The other way. And then picking up the ankle, the foot, lower leg, upper leg, or sorry, the knee joint. Rocking back and forth. And then coming into that figure four stretch, nice and tall. Elongating the spine. And just again stacking the joints so that left foot, ankle, knee, all sort of in the same plane. Then we might walk our hands over towards the left, gently turn left, add a little gentle twist. We might walk back center and twist the other direction, pulling the belly in, closing the ribs. And then back center and release that foot. Good. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So picking up the other leg, shin or underneath. You can circle the foot. And the other way. And then picking up the lower leg, cradling the lower leg. Resting the ankle, let the knee fall out where it may. Sitting tall. Again, stacking that right hip, knee, and ankle all in the same plane. This foot might float inwards a little bit, so see if you can really stack the joints so you get that support. And breathe. We might start to walk towards the right, adding a little twist. Breathing into the belly and ribs. Walk back center. Pause here. When you're ready, start to walk, turning right, add a gentle twist. Breathe into this twist. And walk back center. Bring that foot down to the earth. Good. From here, let's come up to stand so you can set your block aside. And let's place our chair near the front of our mat, facing your chair seat. So facing the chair seat. Feet can be about hip bone width apart, nice and tall. A little bend in the knees. Let's find tall mountain. Palms might turn forward. Take a moment to pause. Feel all the edges of your feet on the ground. Shoulders up, down, and back. Good. Let's draw our hands into the heart, into Anjali Mudra. Let's continue. Let's inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, reach to the chair, flat back. Inhale, step back right and left to plank. And exhale, aligning your plank. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step forward, bend your knees as much as you need to, arms by your ears. Good. Halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the thighs for support. Hinge or roll up, finding tall mountain. Good. Hands back to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold, flat back, reaching to our chair. Stepping back left and right to plank. And align shoulders, hips, and ankles. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stepping forward. Bend your knees, reach to the back of the chair seat. As you're ready, halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the thighs. Hinge or roll up. Tall mountain. Just notice. Good. Hands back to the heart. We're going to add on this time. So inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold to that flat back position. Good. Stepping back right and left into your plank. And exhale, drawing the belly in. Options to add that up dog or just stay in plank. Exhale, downward dog. Halfway lift, secure the spine. Exhale, round, draw your right knee to your nose, look down. Inhale, press away, look forward. Do it again, exhale, round. Inhale, press away, one more time. Exhale, round. Then press away, return to downward dog. One more breath. Come up halfway, hands to the thighs, tall mountain. Let everything settle. Sink back into your feet. Good. Let's do the other side, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold to that flat back position. Stepping back left and right. Coming down to a strong plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, halfway lift, secure the spine. Exhale, left knee to nose, rounding the spine. Inhale, press away. That's it. Do it again. Exhale, round, knee towards your nose, and press away. And again, rounding the spine. Press away. Return to downward dog. And breathe. As you're ready, halfway lift. Hands to the thighs for support. Tall mountain. Just notice. Good. And then from here, we'll just come in behind our chair. So you might adjust your chair to turn center. If you're using a mat, you might face it somewhere in the middle of the mat, perhaps. You can position it so that you can stay on your mat if you like. So make those adjustments nice and tall. From here, rising up on the toes and release. And rising up and release. Good. Body tall. One more time. Good. And then let's come to the right side of our chair. So you can make sure you have space on your right, hand on the hip, hand on the chair. And let's shift our balance to the inside leg, pressing away with the outside leg. Pressing away, body stays tall. That's it. And feel that standing leg strength, that outer hip strength. That's it. Two more. Last one. Good. And pause. Outside arm long, outside arm up. Crescent moon, side bend. Breathing into this shape. Grounding our feet. Relaxing the inside shoulder, elbow. And release and relax. Good. Bring your hand back to the hip. We'll shift our balance to the inside leg again. Exercise number 2. Outside knee up. External rotation. Close and back to the floor. Let's do it again. Up. Open. Close and to the floor. That's it. This time we'll add on. We're going to add on that warrior 2, or warrior 3, and release back. Nice and tall. Let's do it again. Knee up, open, close, and press away. And release. And again, up, open, close, and press away. Good. One more time. And we'll hold that warrior 3 perhaps. Holding that position, you might keep the inside hand on the chair back, or you might bring it to the chair seat to square off shoulders. You might even opt to reach both arms forward. So whatever feels comfortably challenging for your body, keep pressing through both feet. Keep breathing. Good. When you're ready, come back to a nice tall mountain posture. Sink into both feet. Both feet weighted. Just breathe. Just notice. Good. And release. Let's go to the other side of our chair. So again, nice and tall. We're We're going to shift our balance to that inside leg. We're going to press the outside leg away. And again. Just notice how it might feel different on this side. Maybe one side feels a little stronger. Last two. And last one. Good. Relax the outside arm, nice and tall. Both feet grounding, outside arm up. Exhale, crescent moon. So nice side bend stretch. Make any modifications for comfort or any variations that feel good for you. Breathing into this shape. When you're ready, reach the outside arm up, float the arm down by your side. Good. So hanging on to the hip in the chair, we're going to shift our balance to the inside leg again, outside knee up, external rotation, close, and to the floor. And again. That's it. No, there's one person online. Yep. Smaller class today all around, but that's okay. This time adding on, so knee up, external rotation, close, pressing away. That's it. Take your time. Up, open, close, recruit the core, and release. Do that a couple more times. Good. Last two. And last one. We're going to hold that warrior three, pressing through the back heel, reaching through the front. Maybe adjust that inside arm to the chair seat. Or explore just lifting that inside hand, reaching through both hands, pressing through the back leg, standing legs strong. Just breathing. Good. When you're ready, return to the chair. Good. Both feet grounding. Sink into both feet. Pause and just notice. Notice the air travel through the body with each breath. Both feet grounding and weighted. Feeling all the edges of your feet rooting to the earth. Good. All right, let's pause here. Maybe take a moment to hydrate. And you can grab your yoga block. We'll use our yoga block next for chair pose. Good. So just anywhere on your mat or where you have space, we're going to place that yoga block between the upper thighs, gently giving it a little squeeze, so sensation of the inner thighs engaging. Feel your feet grounding, and then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink back towards that imaginary chair, relaxing the shoulders, softening your hands and fingers. See if you can lift your toes ever so slightly so that they're not squishing down too much, that we're weighted on the heels and the ball of the foot. Maybe even lift the arches, maybe sink lower. Keep breathing. One hand on the thigh, the other. Push yourself up. Good. Pause for a moment. Just breathe. Good. Let's add a chair twist this time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink back. Take another breath. Hands to the heart. And another breath. Twisting to the right, hands on the thighs. Again, weighted back on the heels.
light on your toes, just breathing. Strong legs, long, slow, deep breaths. On your next in-breath, you might reach the arms up. Exhale, press it away.
And just keep the chair handy in case you feel lightheaded. Know that the chair's right there if you need to hang on to it. Otherwise, pause. Keep that micro bend in the knees. Good. Let's do our chair twist on the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, sink back. Take another breath. Hands to the heart. And another breath. Gently turn and twist left, hands on the thighs. So again, breathing here. Both feet grounding. Legs are strong. Spine stays long. On your next inhale, reaching up. Exhale, press it away. Good. And just notice how this feels. Notice your breath. A little micro bend in the knees again. Great work, everyone. Good. Let's remove that block and let's come back to our chair. And again, you might just center your chair on your mat if you're using a mat. And we're gonna turn to face your left. Let's do our left side first. So block between the knees. And nice and tall. And if twisting is okay for your spine, we'll add that gentle twist. We can reach up with an in-breath. Exhale, spiral turn to the back of your chair, adding that twist. So we're wringing out toxins, spiraling from the base of your spine. Just breathing. Just noticing. And as you're ready again, reach up, turn back towards the left, float the hands down to the top of the legs. Pause here for a moment as we let everything settle. Good. From here, let's remove the block, and we can place that block on the floor in front of our chair at any height that facilitates supporting the knee, and scoot forward a little bit. And the knee might come to the block. Front foot, try to see if it can press into the floor. Back hand on the chair seat for support. As you're ready, front arm reaches up, either staying very tall and linear, or you might add a side bend towards the back of the chair. Breathing into the hip flexors, into the front of the thigh. And then as you're ready, reach both arms up, squaring off the shoulders, the hips. Long spine for warrior one. Let the arms sink into the sockets. And finding that balance between effort and ease. And back hand comes to the thigh, front hand reaches forward, front leg extends back. So flying warrior, we're changing the angle, we're opening the hip in a little different way here. Option is to lift the back hand for further challenge. If that's too much, keep that back hand on the thigh for support. So you decide. Breathing, pressing through the feet. So legs stay strong. Good. And then bend your back knee, start to straighten the torso, reach both arms up, and then start to pivot on the back toe, adjusting this back leg as we press into the outer edges. Bring your arms parallel, your shoulders over the hips, and turning our palms up, rotating palms turning down. Just notice sensation through the arm bones, through the shoulders, through the hips. Leaving our palms up, taking that left hand to the sky, right hand to the thigh, sun worshiper. Breathe into the ribs, the front body, in particular the left side body. Windmill the arms back parallel. And then coming into extended side angle, we're going to lower the front elbow to the thigh, circle the back arm up and around, arm by the ear, or up to the sky, or anywhere back behind you. So whatever feels good for this shoulder. Again, just noticing sensation here. You might take a little lift off the elbow so that we're not collapsing into the waistline. So feel the work through the core, press through your legs, and then reach your top arm up. Exhale back to parallel arms, and then floating the arms down to the legs. Bend your back knee, help it forward, the front. We'll turn to face center and pause here. Just notice. Eyes can be opened or closed as we scan the body. Noticing sensation. And take a few deep breaths. Good. And if the eyes are closed, we can blink the eyes open. And we can take our block, and we're going to start with the twist, and we'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So sitting tall, turning to face right, block between the knees or your cushion or beach ball even. Whatever you have. Shoulders over hips. So again, if twisting's okay for your spine, we'll reach up with an in-breath, lengthening our spine first. Exhale, closing ribs, reach to the back of the chair, landing in a comfortable twist. Lifting the low belly, pelvic floor, gently hanging on to that block, giving it a little squeeze. And feeling both feet on the floor. Both sitting bones on the chair. Wringing out toxins. Good. As you're ready, let's reach up to the sky, turn your shoulders back towards the right, and exhale to float the hands down to the legs. Pause here and just notice. And then we can remove our block. Again, same thing, we're going to place the block on the floor in front of the chair to help facilitate our stretch. Scoot forward just a little to free up that front hip and buttock. And secure your feet. Full foot in front if you can, and the ball of the back foot for the back. Hand on the chair, opposite hand reaches up, and then you might add that side bend, or you might just stay very tall and linear through the spine, very neutral. Breathing into this front hip and thigh area, the hip flexors. Relax the back elbow and shoulder. Noticing your breath. As you're ready, reach both arms up to the sky, squaring off the shoulders and hips. Coming into Warrior One. Again, strong legs, long spine. Let's release our back hand to the thigh, front hand forward, front leg extends back, lifting the knee, flying warrior. Again, option is to lift both hands for further challenge. Or you might keep the back hand on the thigh for support, or even both hands down. So again, whatever feels right for your body. Know that this side might feel completely different and might need something else. As you're ready, bend the back knee, reach both arms up. Pivot on that back toe, adjusting that back leg. Think of it as a kickstand, so it might need to come quite a bit more forward. You decide where it needs to be. Pressing into the outer edges of that kickstand, bringing your shoulders over top of the hips. And then rotating our arm bones. You might imagine that you're turning a door handle or a doorknob. Just breathing. Good. And then we can leave our palms up. Right hand to the sky, left hand lightly resting on the leg. Again, gazing up or at the horizon, or even gazing down, whatever feels good for your neck. When you're ready, windmilling the arms back to parallel, taking another breath, lowering the front elbow, lightly resting on the thigh, circle the back arm up and around, arm by the ear, up to the sky or anywhere back behind you. So whatever feels good for you, just exploring what your body needs on this side. Press through your feet, take a little pressure off the forearm, so you're doing the work. You're lifting through the waistline here. Good. Pressing through the feet. Looks good, everyone. As you're ready, reach that top hand up to the sky, windmill the arms parallel, and relax the arms to the side. Bend the back knee, help it forward, and the front. We'll turn to face center. Again, eyes can be opened or closed. Take a moment to pause. Notice sensation in the body. Notice your breath. Letting everything settle. Good. Just breathe. When you're ready, you can blink the eyes open and continue to sit tall. Good. From here, we're going to just stay tall, but scoot forward a little bit in your chair. Bring the heels of your hands to the back of the chair. We're going to open the shoulders, broaden your collarbones, extend the spine, and lift tall. Good. Adjust your eye gaze for neck comfort. The head might fall back, or it might stay a little bit angled forward or tipped, whatever feels good. And pressing through the hands, pressing through the feet, keeping a lift in your spine, your heart open, your breath flowing. Good. Slowly release the shoulders, walking your hands forward. Pausing here. Good. So we're going to take the last 5 minutes to rest and relax. Take a moment to get comfortable in your space. You can sit back on your chair. You can lie on the floor with your legs up the chair. Anything at all. So taking this time just to notice, to breathe, sitting in any fashion that feels good for you. Allowing your body to rest. The work is done. And feel the support of the chair or the floor. Taking a moment to follow your breath. Letting go with each exhalation. Letting go of any thoughts or worries. Letting go of doing. Feel the strong muscles of the legs melting away from the bones. The arms softening. The spine fully supported. Your whole body supported. If your mind wanders, return to the breath, breath by breath, moment to moment. As you're ready, start to awaken. Creating awareness around you, blinking the eyes open. You might wiggle the fingers, toes. You might sit a little taller. Coming into a comfortable seat with your spine long. Bring your hands to your heart space into Anjali Mudra or prayer hands, taking a moment of gratitude for this practice, this space, and our time together. Namaste.